Can you be powerful and moral at the same time? Kind of unlikely, because in order to reach to a position of power, you have to be power hungry. You have to be addicted to power. It's not difficult to get addicted to power. Power is actually extremely addictive. Not everyone finds it appealing though. And people who don't find power appealing tend to not want to get to a position of power. And the thing is, unless you have that kind of power hunger in you, you're not going to seek it. Even if you're a brilliant person and you can actually do real good for humanity and for the planet, it's very unlikely that you're a power hungry person, because it's a completely different mentality. It's a completely different mindset. If you look at power like you would look at any addiction, what do addicts do? They would do literally anything to get their fix. Literally anything. Robbing family members, shoplifting, anything they can, because that's all that matters to them. And if you look at somebody who's power hungry the same way, they would literally do anything to get their fix. The thing with power is you're not going to be satisfied with the same level of power you have, and you always want to have more. Power is a very unstable state. You can lose it. You're always going to have competition. There's always going to be people who want to take your place. So you have to constantly be trying to get rid of competition. Conquer this, conquer that. I think everyone has somebody in their life who's slightly like this. So you'd know what I'm talking about. When you look at power and powerful people as an addiction and addicts, literally everything in the world makes sense. It makes sense why war happens, why life is so unfair sometimes. And the power game and the rules of power are brutal. They have no boundaries. But I'm quite hopeful with the new generations to come. What is the alternative? If you could find a solution to this thing that's happening in the world, these power games and powerful people, can someone who's power hungry also be a decent human being and use their power for the good? It's not impossible. Personally, I wouldn't mind a powerful person in charge of me if I was sure that they had my best interest at heart. If I was sure that even though they're power hungry and a power addict, they're still not going to harm me. But where are those people? Do those people already exist? If I want to be optimistic about the world, I'd like to think that some of these people in a position of power do have good intentions, and they just have to play the game with the rules of the game. So we can't really tell what their ultimate agenda is until it actually happens. If you look at history, I'm sure we can find people who were like that. People who did have good intentions and were still power hungry. Oh well, now it's time to wipe my makeup off.